Live.
Hello, everybody, to welcome Mind Your Business Monday. I'm your host, Arletha.
And I'm your co-host, Travis. Mind Your Business Monday is brought to you by On Point Alliance. We're here at On Point Alliance. We provide identity-related solutions with a diversified scope of services, fingerprinting and background screening being our primary service. To learn more, scan the barcode at the top of the screen or go click on the link in our bio description, guys.
So, Mind Your Business Monday is designed to help small business owners grow. So, we'll be talking about different strategies and tips to implementing your business to help you be more efficient and more profitable. So, the goal is not only for you to grow uh, personally, but professionally as well. So if that sounds good to
Now,
you, go ahead and subscribe to all of our social media platforms so you can always be on top of when we're going to go live and share some good information for y'all. I think we may have a little small delay,
good deal.
guys, so y'all bear with us.
We may have a small. We're gonna make it do what it do. So today's
That's right.
topic is going to be is money. Time is money, guys. Gonna do talk a few minutes about that. We're not gonna be here too long today. Just want to give you some helpful information about that. When you are a busy entrepreneur, every hour counts. That's why it's important to prioritize your tasks so that you can make the most and be efficient with the use of your time. Developing good habits and using helpful tools can help you stay organized and productive. Planning should be your first step when deciding how to best use your time. When establishing daily goals and objectives, more objective tasks. Make sure to budget in time for unexpected events because things pop up and emergencies that comes during the day. Of what needs to get done each day. Figure out the best time to do each task. For example, you might want to schedule administrative tasks for the morning and more creative tasks for the afternoon when your energy level is higher. Don't forget unstructured thinking time when you can brainstorm and meditate on new ideas. There are a lot of helpful tools available that simplify the process of organizing and managing all of your tasks. Calendars, lists, reminders, these all make it easy to keep track of what needs to get done so that nothing falls through the cracks. A project management app like Trello or Asana can be great if you need delegation of tasks, if you have a team who's helping you get it all out there.
That's right.
So I'm going to go
And
ahead
I
and
live
top
by
this up here.
so not yet, Travis. One moment. So I live by planners, organization, because I have so many moving pieces, and for some reason, it seems like nothing happened until one thing happens. Like you can reach out to somebody because you need to have an important phone call. That person is not available for days or for hours. The minute you get on another important phone call, I don't know about nobody else, but that's when
That's
that
how it
person calls back,
goes.
or the phone ringing, or somebody knocking on the door, or something else is pulling on your time. And I promise, I don't know what that is, but I have to figure out a way to not get overwhelmed, because I notice when that happens to me, it creates this level of anxiety, and I can't stand it. So I created a planner. It's like a two-page planner, or it's really one page front and back, that I use that help me stay organized. Uh, I can't stand clutter. I can't stand unproductive days. Let's see. I hate when I'm tired and I can't account for what I did today that got me exhausted. And it's so easy to get distracted because, honey, you pick up that phone and hit Facebook and get the scrolling. You will be surprised how fast 30 minutes to an hour can go by. For real. So
Right.
I
Whole day
literally,
wasted.
what'd you say, Travis?
Whole day wasted.
A whole day wasted. So I came up with a way to stay organized. So Travis, you can go ahead and share the planner. And this planner that I'm going to share, it will be a free downloadable link for everybody who watched the broadcast for today. It will be in the description. So you can go to the description to click and get a free downloadable version of what we're going to, I'm going to share with you tonight.
Miss Arlita, for some reason, it seemed like that page 1 has disappeared.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let's see. Technical difficulties. Yep, because you deleted it.
You guys missed us last week. Did I delete it? If I did,
yeah, I'm putting it back.
back.
I'm putting it back. It's okay. It's all right.
I gotta keep it.
It's okay.
You guys remember to like, share, comment. That'll really help us out as we get this information out here to our entrepreneurs, business owners, to help you be the best you that you can be. Amen. Amen. Here we go.
This planner is good for just managing your time at home, your tasks throughout the day from you got to go to work, you got to go to the grocery store, you got to do the kids' hair, they got games, like whatever you need to do, this can be universal. So let's see. Travis, are you able to make that bigger so everybody can see it? There we go.
I already did. Probably won't show on yours, but I already did.
Yeah. All right, guys. So time is money planner. So as you see, I have the column for the different time blocks. I actually use different highlighters. So the night before, I'll complete page 1 or the front page of this planner. And I start with filling in my meetings. And from there, it let me know how much extra time I have, right? So then on a blank piece of paper, I'll write down, I call it brain dump. I just dump everything out that I think is important, that I want to do, that I need to do, that I don't want to forget. From there, I consolidate that list on this page. Okay. Also, there you'll see out of that list 3 things, the most important things. Now, I used to, up until recent, everything was important. But the truth is, everything is not equally important, right? So what I did, because like I'm in the process of hiring a VA. Well, when you hire a VA, you got to know what tasks you passing on to them. So I had to figure out what am I actually doing versus what I should be doing. And I literally made a list of what I should be doing and what I'm actually doing, and seeing how I'm measuring and allocating my time. So it made it easy for me to start creating a delegation list, right? But this is specifically for you. So once you do that brain dump, you'll come to this page. You're going to put the top 3 priority items, okay, on line 1, 2, and 3. Then where it says other tasks, if you have time, what are the next few extra tasks you need to do? Okay. From there, just to kind of have a powwow with myself, how can I show up for me today? We show up for everybody else. I don't care. We stop what we doing and go and run to help people. But are we stopping to take a break? I know I'm guilty of, I used to be guilty of just working straight through, not stopping to eat, not stopping to take a walk, not stopping to just breathe, pull away from the computer. I noticed when I started doing that, I like reset myself, right? Get some air and come back. I'm actually more creative when I do that. So how can I show up for me today? The next one. And that's because, so I show up for me today by not overextending saying no. Today is a no day. I'm saying no. I don't owe an explanation. I don't need to give an excuse. Unfortunately, I'm not available, right? That's because
Right.
I have too much to do. I have things that I got to make sure I get done. One way to make the most of my day is give Ray 3 things on my list to do. Let the kids know that they got to cook or they got to heat something up, or you see what I'm saying? Like, you figure out how can you make the most of this day where you can stay focused on what you set out to do. Okay. So often we get caught up. We make sure what we do. We want to make sure our kids clean, that they get in sleep, that they wake up, that they brush their teeth, that they looking good when they leave out the house, that we pray with them. We ain't forgetting to pray with them. Get them to school. Make sure they got their money. Make sure they know what they're supposed to do when they get home. When they know when we picking them up, they know where they better be standing at. When we get ready to pick them up, what happens after that? They have a routine and a system, right? The problem is we don't have one for us. And at the end of the day, we're depleted and still got stuff piled up. Now we overwhelmed. Nobody want to help us. Those same people we showing up for every day, every time they call and dumping on us they stuff that even if we gave them advice, they not emotionally ready to do what we're suggesting. They not mentally ready to do what we're suggesting. They have no intentions on that. Some people like chaos. Some people can't thrive unless there's something
Unfortunately.
chaotic going on. And then they want you to hear it. And the minute you start talking about what you got going on, they talking to their kids in the background. They distracted while you talking, what? Where when they talk, you giving all this input and investing in making sure they have a plan and know what to do. And when you get done, you sitting there holding all your stuff and their stuff, right? So that's why one way for me to make the
Right.
most of this day is not answer the phone. One way for me to make the most of this day is not go to the mall or not go whatever those things are that you know are distractions. One thing that might be a distraction today. And how will I respond to it? And then any additional notes. So this page you want to fill out the night before. Okay. And so once you answer those questions, so let me rewind. You know what you got to do tomorrow. So you're going to brain dump on a blank sheet of paper, write out everything. From there, you're going to pick the top 3 things on that list and put it on here. Then you're going to take the next couple things, if you have time to do, and fill in the next section. You're going to look and see, do you have any like meetings? Dropping the kids off is technically a meeting. Like, you'll block that time off, right? You got to stop by your mama's house. How much time are you going to stay at mama's house? You can't, today, mama, I can't rip and run. Today, sister, no, you can't use my car. Nah, kids, y'all can't go over their house today, right? So if it's something that's set on your calendar, take a highlighter and block that window of time off, because then it's going to let you know how much time you actually have to do what you need to do to set realistic goals. I hope that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
You have any thoughts about that, Travis?
No, I'm just glad you got it for us because you know I'm terrible with time management. I'm trying to get better.
You want to share how you felt the first day I introduced this to you?
I felt overwhelmed. I felt big pressured. I felt anxious.
No, you know,
because it was
Do you remember
all I
what?
saw.
Do
There
you remember
was
what you said to me?
about how did you look like a walking tornado.
No, not that. When I hand you, so y'all listen. What I did was because Travis is a procrastinator.
First of hold on.
Okay.
First of all, y'all, let me say this before she say this. Let me say this before you say that.
Okay.
I thank and praise God for Alita because the Lord knew I needed her. Okay. Alita's mind capacity is something else. It is on another dimension. And
Uh-oh.
her ability to do things. And one day it's like we were walking one day and she was talking about some of the stuff she had to do. And I looked over her and I said, listen, child. I said, when I look, all I see is like a tornado of things that if I put my hand to it or attempted to try to get over into your world, that tornado will suck me up and I'll be flying around with all them things. She just has the natural ability to just pull what she needs out of all of this stuff that's going on. She just pulls what she needs and she puts it all together. And that's why me seeing this thing, it is like, I know this is her mindset and this is how she organized. Because a person like me, I need the planner. So I thank God for her mind. But I didn't tell y'all that. Mine's
Y'all,
in 2 different dimensions.
so when
Woo.
I first implemented this particular resource, because Travis had some standing things that he had to do. And then he had the things that I delegated to him to do. So I had it color coded. Y'all, this boy looking at the paper, talking about something. This heifer done planned out my whole entire day. I said, did you just call me a heifer?
That was, I looked at that paper, I looked her up and down. She like, I know you probably not gonna like it. And I know it probably gonna seem overwhelming. But I got, and I'm like, this heifer didn't plan the whole day out of my life out and got planned for what time to what time I gotta do this.
But I did plan you
Ooh.
2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute break. No,
Yes,
an
you did. I
hour
thank you
lunch.
so much. I thank you so much.
It was an hour lunch break and two
Mhm.
15-minute breaks.
And I thank you because the state of Texas, I learned the state of Texas does not even give us that. That's the good state of Missouri that gives you 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch. But I discovered that the good state of Texas does not require the employees to even give you a 30-minute lunch. It is up to them, the employer, whether to give you a 30-minute lunch. So we're not entitled to it. So I thank you so much, employer, for thinking enough of me to give me 2 15s and an hour.
And so, but how did you feel at the
13.
end of your day?
Accomplished. I felt good. It was like, oh man, I did get a chance to get this done. And it made me pay attention. It made me pay attention to the day. So even if I went to go do a certain thing, it was like, okay, you got this much time to do it. And you may or may not finish in that time span. But if you don't finish, you have to stop because you got to start on the other one in that time span. So what happens at the end of the day when you're brain dumping, it's like, oh, I got this finished in this amount of time. So tomorrow in this amount of time, I will be able to go back and finish that particular thing. And instead of me wasting a half a day on one thing, I actually was able to get that particular thing done maybe in an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours max, just split up into 2 days. But before the week is over, it was done. So it helped. It makes you it definitely holds you accountable.
And
And some of us are
that
scared of
particular,
accountability, but it helps with that.
what you say? What did you say?
Some of us afraid of accountability, but it helps us. It'll help you with that.
Oh, and I remember, I believe it was like one or two things had to get moved, but because we had the days cut out and the time was budgeted out, we knew where we can put it so it didn't throw the day off.
Right. This is true.
So that's the in the morning, right? That's the first page. So Travis, put up page 2.
In the morning.
So at the end of the day, you done everything you was gonna do. You get home, get situated, get settled before you go to sleep, or right. I do mine when I do my last task. So what did I accomplish today and how does it make me feel? So I either accomplished a lot and I'm proud of myself. I got distracted and I don't like it. And I'm going to remember how I feel so I don't feel this way tomorrow. Right?
Right.
Did I accomplish what I set out to do? If not, why? And what will I do different tomorrow? Right? Because guess what? It's over with and done. Ain't nothing you can do about it but have a better day tomorrow. Forgive yourself, move on, extend grace, and just prepare yourself for a better day. I heard a man say, preparation prevents piss poor performance. Preparation
I like that.
prevents piss poor performance. And that's
I
true.
like that, not just because they have the word piss in it, but I just like that I like the whole saying. But or at least some of us say people get a little bit of excitement. We get to use certain little words that they would call
Cuss word.
But what I was going to say, yeah, just the little ones. That did I accomplish it out to do? If not, why? That's a scary question for a lot of people. To make them look at why didn't you get it? Make them look at, did you not get this done because you spent too much time on the one thing that you needed to do? Or did you not get this done because you wasted time? Or I'm just finna scroll on TikTok for a few minutes, and a few minutes turn into 45 minutes. So you actually didn't get it done because you wasted time, or as you said earlier, because I went over there to visit mama and I stayed over there a little too long just talking about nothing, talking about whoever, talking about whatever. And if you go back and look at some people, they have that anxiety. So when you say forgive yourself, some people, they do like beat themselves like, I don't want to think about like why I wasted all that time. It's like that's a part of getting better, is acknowledging, you know what, you waste a lot of time. Social media and through those what you call them analytics, it'll show you how much time. Shoot, just the analytics in your app, the app usage will show you how much time of your life you spend. It's almost like on the side of a cigarette pack. These things can cause cancer and kill you dead, but you still do it. The poison they give you the warning. Even in social media with these apps, they let you know that we can show you if you're being excessive in your usage of this, and anywhere you're being excessive in something else is being wasted.
Mm-hmm. And it also, analytics will show you what you value, because it's going to play and pop up what you look at the most. Is
right.
It junk?
This is true.
Is it fighting videos? Is it the knee challenge? Or whatever that thing is. Elbows and booty holes everywhere you look on the thing. You know, like, come on. Seriously. Right? So it tells you a lot about you, and how you spend your time lets you know what you value. Right? In relationships, if you value me, you want to spend time with quality time, is what we call it.
Right.
Right? So it's just really important to hold yourself accountable. And this document, this planner, it just helps you assess yourself. It helps you see you and make those necessary adjustments so you can quit crying about it ain't enough time in the day, right? And when you block it off and use those, I recommend using those different color coded highlighters to block that timer. You actually, if you fill that in first from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., you literally may only have 6 hours to do everything because of dropping off the kids, going to work, going to do this, going to do that. And these are all must do things. They can't be delegated, they can't be moved. You have to do this. So, technically, out of today, out of 24 hours, you know you're going to sleep a certain amount of hours. But see, this is why Arletha gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning,
Mhm.
taking advantage of that 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. because that's my zone of genius. I can get 8 hours worth of work done between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. What the kids say, no cap,
No cap.
like
Yes.
for real, because it's quiet. I don't have no distractions. It's uninterrupted time. That's the most productive time for me, right? So that's where I'm because I used to just go, go, go. Now I'm strategic with my time. During the day, during business hours, the activities that I have to do are these money producing activities. Checking my emails, I need to do that early in the morning or in the evening. I'm making phone calls during the day. I'm networking during the day. I'm following up. I have automations in place because I can't physically keep doing that either, right? So it's certain things you should be doing that's money producing activities doing at 9 to 5, and discipline yourself to get up early. What I can't believe I can't think of his name, and I love him too. And he passed away. Basketball player, Kobe Bryant. He wanted,
Kobe Bryant.
yes, he talked about how he got up earlier than everybody else and took advantage of those hours, right?
This is
So the
true.
early bird really does get, they really do get the worm. Okay, so for me, because I have so many moving pieces, and again, nothing happened until one thing happens, I have to take advantage of that time. I can't sleep those hours away. And when I do, I plan to sleep. Okay, I'm not going to get up in the morning to do it. So I'm going to do everything this evening so tomorrow can go the way I want to go. And I'm not getting up till look, y'all saw, I'm about to throw up saying I couldn't even say 7 o'clock because I don't get up. That's like kind of late for me, getting up at 7 o'clock. You saw me, I tried to say it, it wouldn't even come out. I ain't want to lie. The other day, I woke up at 12 o'clock. I was so shocked. Or was that Sunday? But it was a Sunday. Okay. So I try not to work on Sunday. I
This
try
girl
not to.
thought she literally against God, y'all, because she woke up at 12 noon on a Sunday after being up all night on a Saturday night. She thought she sinned for God because she got up at 12 noon.
But I gave myself some grace. I'm like, okay, it's cool. That's fine. Right. So anyway, it's just important to structure out your day, come up with something that works for you, and hopefully this planner sheet helps you. So Travis, pull sheet 2 back up because we're almost done.
Pulling up now. I make sure I don't delete nothing again.
So the last thing we said was, did I accomplish what I set out to do? If not, why? And what would I do different tomorrow? If I would have done blank, today would have been amazing. Now, guess what? I love when I don't have an answer for that because I did everything I wanted to do. Right? So
Show off.
there's nothing I could have did different today. And guess what? Sometimes it may not be you can check everything off your list, but guess what? You didn't waste any time. Today went away that I had no control over, and there was nothing that I did or could do different. So it's okay. This had to happen today, but that shouldn't be every single day, right? Some things out of our
This is
control.
true.
But we can control how often by what was on the first page. What could possibly be a distraction today? So if you know your homegirl calling you and she gonna want to go out and you know you can't go, you don't need to be going out. She want to go to all the expensive restaurants, and you know you need to be getting you either cooking or putting yourself on a $15 budget. See, things like that, you have to assess what is a distraction for me, right? How
Mhm.
did I structure my day? Wait a minute. How did structuring my day assist me with reaching my goals? So in there, you're going to list what you did and how it supported your goals, right? I'm so proud of myself because, and guess what? Celebrate the small wins. I didn't get to do
Mhm.
everything, but I really did try my best. I said no today. Or I didn't get to do this, but I did do this, right? Celebrate the small wins. This is just a measurement for you to get better and better and better. It's kind of like taking steps. Today, all I could do was 3 steps, but my goal is 10 steps, right? Give yourself credit. So for the 3 that you did, because you pushed yourself to the max, you did the best you can do. You stayed focused. So this wasn't a thing of nothing you could have done different to make today better, right? So tomorrow I need to, and whatever that is, right? That little section. See, some people don't have a million things going on like I do. So you can fit your brain dump right in that box. I have to have a whole freaking sheet of
Mhm.
paper. Yeah, because it's just too many things. And I had to quit telling myself everything is important. They are, but they are not equally important.
Important. That is true.
Okay. So I really hope you guys can find some use out of this document. Travis, go back to page 1.
Sorry it take longer because I'm in that big
It's
screen.
okay. So just a quick recap. First thing we're going to do the night before we use this document is brain dump on a blank sheet of paper. From the blank sheet of paper, you're going to pick the 3 most important things and put it on lines 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to take the next couple of things. I'd say try to stick with the 3, but I still ain't figured out how to do 3. So in that other task box, I'll be having like 5 down up in there.
Show
So
off.
I'm trying to get to where I don't have like so much to do, right? That's when I get my VA to take on some of these responsibilities. But my life just ain't set up that way. It's just not. So if once I complete those 3, if I have time, I do those other things. Then you're going to um, answer these questions, right? Then you're going to take your highlighter and first block off those sitting appointments, those things that if you got to go to the post office, if you have a meeting, if you have, something that's a meeting type situation, got to go to the kids' school, got to pick them up from school, got to drop them off at your mama house, got to stop by the pharmacy to get the baby's medicine or
Prescription.
whatever the case may be. You highlight those things. Then it's going to show you what free time you have, then you can start budgeting those three important things. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. When you finish your last task, or after you get out the shower, I know once I'm done, I don't want to look at nothing, right? So I just do it when I finish my last task. Then I answer the back side of the page, or page 2. So I hope y'all find this helpful. Again, a copy of this, a free copy of this, is going to be in the description of this live, along with Travis's music streaming outlets and links. In addition to my book, I'm excited because I'm working with a publisher now, because what I was getting ready to do with my book wasn't big enough. So I'm connecting with a publisher to help me properly launch my book. You can currently get the e-copy, the ebook, off of Amazon.com. And in the link, I do have it where you can now purchase the hard copies. Okay.
Good.
I think that's it, Travis.
I believe so. Only thing we ask you guys to do, we thank you guys for listening to us. Those are going to listen later. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you have any questions. Feel free to send us those questions. If we don't have the answer, we know a whole lot of folk that we can get the answer from. So that's why it's important to have resources. And so we definitely do have those, and we want to share as much of those as we can as we get ready to come into the new year, working on our new set with new equipment, y'all, so we can do this thing the way we really want to do it. But right now we know it's more important just getting the information out to you. We do the best that we can to be as professional as we can within certain
and consistent, y'all.
Right. And being consistent, we definitely want to do that. So as the new year come in, we have more exciting things to bring, more topics to discuss, just so we can better ourselves for the times that are to come. So you can go and close us out, the most beautiful.
So I want to thank everybody for watching. I pray you got something out of this broadcast. I hope you can make use of that downloadable. Print you several copies. I said just do you like the first 3 days, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to feel it on the first day. You're going to feel, if you utilize it properly, you're going to feel it. Okay. So, I pray you get something out of it. And I believe in y'all. You got this. It's just a matter of making those adjustments. I'm not a person that believes in New Year's resolutions. Just do what you're supposed to do. Plan it.
Right.
Do it. Engage, discover, and execute. Put your hands to it. Start looking around, doing your research, asking questions.
Write the vision.
Once you ask those questions, discover what applies to you. What can you use? What's helpful for you? Then you execute, right? Is it simple? Is that same concept concerning life, day-to-day activities, your business, your ministry, dealing with your kids, right? That's how they go. All right, y'all. So thank y'all so much for watching. And remember to mind your business.
Mind your business. See y'all next week.